This is not something that should shake the confidence of allies. This Washington Post story and the person who leaked it did far more damage to any ongoing intelligence operation than a conversation that took place between Labrov and Trump, where McMaster said there was no damaging information leaked. There are too many alarmists that have been clouded by their distrust of Trump, by their hatred of Trump. And again, I'm not a Trump guy. I was a Rubio guy. But I am a McMaster guy, and I am a Mattis guy, and I am a former intelligence officer who's looked at these things. There is nothing in what I've heard that would cause me to lose any relationship I would have established with a case officer from another country that provided intel. And let's be clear on who these allies are that we're talking about that we wouldn't share this intel with. It's some Middle Eastern countries that we're not sharing the intel with because we're concerned that the word will get out and ISIS will be able to use countermeasures to bypass their security in their airports. Those are the allies that we didn't share this intel with, because they are the ones that have lax intel procedures in place.
Well, hang on. The Washington Post story says that the same source could also have information on what the Russians are doing in Syria.
Yeah, that's fine. We should have intel on what the Russians are doing in Syria. Again,
and that therefore this could expose that source to the wrath not only of ISIS, but to the Russians.
Listen, I mean, here's the deal. If Trump had released information on a highly classified U.S. weapon system, I would be on the other side saying that he should be impeached. This is the President of the United States sharing a credible intel threat with a foreign minister on international commercial airlines being the target of an ISIS plot. McMaster said they didn't go into details, that no sources and methods were revealed. Now, sources and methods, that's huge. That means that the country wasn't mentioned, the name of the asset wasn't mentioned, the collecting agency wasn't mentioned, the location wasn't mentioned, any countermeasures that were put in place wasn't mentioned. This story in itself is overblown. And again, had this been Trump telling the Russians about a capability that the United States has, I would be calling for his impeachment for doing this. This is not that.
Not that.